Hi, let's take a look today at Sean Hannity, who's born December 30th of 1961. Let me move up just here a little bit here so you can see. There's really not much happening here at the bottom of the chart, so we don't have to worry about that. I just want you to be able to see the planets. So Sean Hannity has a strong Capricorn influence. There's a sign of Capricorn, and here he has not less but Venus and Mars and the Sun and Mercury and Saturn, all five of these in Capricorn. Now you might wonder where the midheaven is, where the ascendant is, where the houses are. This is what's called a solar chart. It's set up without benefit of a time of day. So this is how they erect a solar chart. And it's better than not having a horoscope or zodiac at all. It's not nearly as good as knowing what time a person's born, because then all these planets can be put into the proper houses and show how these planets affect the person in their lifetime. All this energy in Capricorn makes him a kind of a man's man, a kind of a dynamo, a kind of very practical, down-to-earth, and constructive person, which are some of the best attributes of the Capricorn. And it doesn't seem like there's anything very bad going on here. Venus, the planet of love, and Mars, the planet of sex, the male planet and the female planet, are close together. Look at where these lines go. They're just 2 degrees or so apart here in the early part of Capricorn. You can even read the degrees given here. And these 2 planets together, I guess this guy, the Capricorn, makes him a bit of a fighter, but the Venus and Mars makes him a lover of life. Mars with the Sun gives abundant energy, tremendous energy to do, well, as much as he can, as much as he wants, and nothing impairing that vision of life at all, really. The moon here, we cannot be sure where the moon is, because being a solar chart, the moon could be about 5 to 6 degrees earlier than shown, or it can be 5 or 16 degrees later than shown. So we're not totally sure about that. But we are sure about is that Pluto down here in 10 degrees Virgo works extremely well in relationship to the Capricorn planets, because this is an Earth sign, that is an Earth sign. Capricorn planets are 120 degrees away from this particular Virgo planet. So Virgo, again, building, constructive, farming, agriculture, houses, all kinds of positive things. Pluto, in a strong aspect with the Sun and with the Mars, adds an intensity that is second to none. The intensity that he can use to make his point, that he can grill people with. What is he looking for? He's looking for something that is righteous and something that holds up to his ideals. The ideals are shown here by Jupiter in Aquarius, which is a very progressive sign in the old sense of the word, not as it's being used currently, I think, but anyway. And the Jupiter is in a strong aspect with Neptune. This is called a square between those planets. There is a downside to this particular square, and that is that Sean could become part of some kind of movement or some kind of belief system, some kind of religion that he would favor and work towards. And not necessarily is it bad, but certainly it's not completely clear that it would be good, because these planets, when they're working against each other when they're in a square. So Neptune here is idealistic. It's idealistic in its sweep, and it's healing in nature, and he wants to get at the truth because it's in Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto, and Scorpio always wants to get to the bottom of things. But he may choose some allegiances to such a party or belief system or something that maybe some other people would not. Now Uranus here is a planet of discovery, of the adventurer, of the explorer, of the inventor, and his Uranus is just in the 1st degree of Virgo, and that is again in an excellent aspect up here with Venus, which is in the second degree of Capricorn. Venus and Mars both trine Uranus, and that the Mars Uranus things means he's really good with equipment. He's good with anything mechanical. He would be tremendous at fixing anything that's broken down, car repair probably even. But Uranus also has a side to it that's very inventive in terms of modern inventions, anything having to do with computers and sound systems and lighting and stuff like that. All the things that he uses on his show. When I say show, I mean the fact that this charisma that he has, and here's Venus, which trines Uranus, and that brings him new people, new connections, new fans, makes him very appealing to the masses, to a mass audience that love his voice and his stance on things, and this masculine energy, this down-to-earth, practical Capricorn energy that he drives, at you, that those people are drawn to him, and therefore he has an abundant audience, and he did better than probably 90% of, maybe 99% of the other radio jockeys out there. He went from place to place until he landed a job with Fox. He was Hannity and Combs for a while on that show, and now he's got 3 hours in the afternoon on radio and 1 hour on television in the evening on Fox. So very popular guy, abundant energy. Capricorn, well, what can you say about Capricorn? Some people think that Capricorn is a little too grim, a little too dour. Sees the bad side of life. Hey, maybe that's what it takes to be a right-wing conservative talk show host, is you have to find lots of bad things going on and then denounce them and look for solutions, So that could be where part of that Capricorn energy comes from. His Mercury is good here. It's not the most powerful planet in his chart. I think what that means is he is not like a great book author or anything like that, but he can certainly get lots of things going. I think that's just about all that I have to say about Mr. Hannity right now, but thank you very much for listening in, and we'll see you soon.